Just like The Village, another movie falls prey to poor marketing. You think it's going to be a horror movie, but really it's a mystery gothic romance. Crimson Peak. It was directed by Guillermo del Toro, and it stars Tom Hiddleston, Jessica Chastain, Mia Wasikowska, and Charlie Hunnam. Yes, just like the trailer shows, it makes you think this is going to be a straight-up horror flick. It looks like there's bloody snow and a bunch of ghosts and all sorts of crazy killings and stuff like that. But no, go into this movie with the proper mindset. This review's coming out a little bit late, so you've probably seen other reviews already. This movie, the first half of it, is pretty much just a straight-up romance. It's about a girl falling for a guy. Very quickly, too. It's about this girl moving in with him and his sister, and there's some weird stuff going on. There's a little bit of a mystery to this movie. I actually think the writing to this movie is pretty well done. I think if you go into this movie knowing what it is, knowing that it's not a horror movie, but really it's just a love story and a mystery, I think you will enjoy this movie much more. There was great cinematography, the shots are beautiful, the set design is awesome, the house they're in is just really cool looking, the costumes are really spot on, the acting from Tom Hiddleston and Jessica Chastain is really good. I mean, they have this weird, creepy vibe to them where you're not sure what their deal is, what their motives are. But the main girl, I think she was a little stale. Although I don't really blame the actress for that. The writing, a little bit I have to blame with that, because all she really has to do in the movie is have googly eyes over Tom Hiddleston's character for no real good reason. It's just very quick that she falls for him. And the rest of the movie is really just her walking around hallways with candles while maybe a ghost comes out here and there. As far as what the mystery of the movie is, it's really just kind of trying to figure out what the motives of Tom Hiddleston and Jessica Chastain are, because you know they have motives, you just don't know what they are. As the motives start to reveal themselves, the movie is very clever. The only problem I really had with all of that mystery element is that the way the main girl figures things out is way too easy. There's one scene really that it basically just kind of gives it to her unrealistically easy, and it kind of is like, why is all this evidence just presenting itself this easily? Why is this even here? Which I'm not going to spoil, but you'll know what I mean when you see it. Now, a lot of movie reviewers are commenting on the fact that the ghosts really don't matter in this movie, that you could take the ghosts out and the movie would be pretty much the same movie. I would agree with that. However, you could say that about every movie. There's always elements to every movie that don't have to be there and it'd be the same movie. It's just an element to elevate the movie a little bit. The ghosts, I think, do add something to it. They don't have to be there, but because they are there, it makes the movie a little bit different. It's not just a romance with a mystery, and it gives it some creepy feeling, and I liked that. Again, every movie is going to have a character that doesn't need to be in there. Charlie Hunnam's character in this movie probably doesn't need to be in there, but I like his character. Just like Iron Man doesn't have to have War Machine in it. You could have an Iron Man movie without War Machine, but people like his character, so you're going to put it in there. Just like the ghost in this movie. If you saw the previews to this movie, you see a bunch of red snow and you think, oh, this is going to be a bloody movie. There's a bunch of blood in the snow. But actually, it's just clay seeping up from the ground. That's why it's called Crimson Peak, because it looks like a red peak, you know, but that's just from the red clay. And I actually thought that was pretty clever, where a bunch of people probably didn't like that because, again, it's not horror. And also back to the ghosts. Even though they're not necessarily necessary, they do look really cool. There's a couple ghosts that it'll even kind of hold it on them for a second, and it's like, wow, this is really neat. Guillermo del Toro, man, he definitely has an eye to make things look really cool. So again, if you go into this movie with the right mindset, knowing it's going to be a romance mystery with elements of scary ghosts to it that are a very small part of it, and you go into it that right mindset, and that's a movie you want to see, this movie will be a Friends with Benefits. It does have some rewatchability to it, and it looks really cool, but if you're going into this movie expecting a horror movie, this movie is going to give you blue balls. You're not going to get what you want out of it. Please like this video, please subscribe if you have not subscribed to my channel, and please stick around and watch the other videos if you can handle it. Go!